Hey everybody, welcome back to Baseline Farms. My name is Jade. Hope everyone's doing well. So we're back at home. Emily is back at home and she went into the doctor's and she has to get some surgery done. She has to get a plate and some screws, and her recovery is about 6 to 8 weeks. So that's just such a big bummer. I'm glad it wasn't worse. I mean, I wish it didn't happen, but it did. So that kind of sucks. The trail was pretty easy for the most part, but we did not have the proper shoes, and she just had some running shoes on. And we were going to go down, and there's a little trail down so we could go and touch the water. So we were going to go down and sit on a rock and touch the water. And then I jumped down, and then she jumped down, and she just lost her footing. And that's what happened. So that just sucked. So that put a little damper on our trip, kind of shortened it up a little bit. I mean, we're going to come back on Sunday anyways, but we had some plans that night that we didn't get to accomplish, like, going to that jazz little festival, not festival, but concert. So that was a bummer, but that's okay. I'm glad she's doing well. I'm glad she made it home, and we had a good time. So Emily and I, we just met. We don't really know each other very well. We know each other well now, but we didn't know each other very well when I met her. I met her at the Volkswagen ride or run or drive. John and I, we have a bus and a Volkswagen notchback, and we took it out on this little run with the whole group of people. It was a whole coalition of, I forgot what it's called, that there's a group name for it. There's a name for this rally. So we met up, and I met Emily the second to the last day of the event, and we hung out for a day, and we got along so well. So when she was planning this mom's trip, just a girls trip, she invited me along, and I was so excited to go because it has been the last time I went on an all-girls trip that was not my family has been about 25, 24, 25 years. So it's been a long time since I've been on a vacation that's all girls and not my family. And that was quite fun, you guys. I haven't done it in so long that me and Emily decided we're going to do it once a year. And take a girls trip just once a year and within California, so that way we could stay close to town. So that's our goal, is to do an excursion once a year. And I'm so excited. I would love to do, we're going to do it. We've already planned it. So, and hopefully we don't get injured. No one wants to get injured this next time around. But we're back on the farm. We're back. Let me show you this. It's all rickety. Okay, let me show you. So the girls were busting out right here. Busting it out on this corner right here. I don't know when they started, but they started. So now I had to fix it and put a piece of wood that goes like crisscross, so it's super sturdy. And then I'm gonna have to recut or redo the metal fencing. So I've been putting this little gate just for today, just so I could, not make them run out. Because what happens is when I'm milking one will run out into that stall, and they broke the fence off of this one too. So I need to fix both of them and make them more sturdy. But now it's time to milk Rosemary, so let me get her out of this stall and get her in here to milk her out. Right. Come on, girl. Let's go up onto the stand. All right, good job. All right, so now Rosemary's turn. So, I like to brush some of this grass off of them before I start milking them, because I don't want it to fall into the milk. It's a little spa treatment here. So I just kind of clean off all the stuff off their fur, just like that. Clean by their udders. And because we are going into fly season now, I like to spray them down before I milk them with some fly spray. I'm sure it feels good too. I did install a fan in their stall area before I left, so that way they can get some airflow in their stall which is nice, especially while I was gone. It was over 100 degrees, you guys. Over 100 degrees. These poor ladies. I felt so bad for them. Let me put rosemary. Strawberry. If you hear that, that's Strawberry. Strawberry's a little jealous. She wants to be over here. She does not want to be locked up. So now I use a nice warm bucket of soapy water, and I could feel like when I start to put the warm towel on her udders, I can honestly feel the udders soften up, and the milk you can feel the milk kind of dropping into the udder. So yeah. They were being milked out by a milk machine while I was gone. Tanya came out and showed John how to use the milk machine, so they didn't miss a beat. So they were able to get milked out twice a day, which is thank goodness. And John was doing all of it. He was watering. The kids were helping so, but he was pretty much doing all of it. So that's a lot of work. He was working and he was getting ready for the wedding, and doing so much work, you guys. So the bride and groom, no, I think the groom and his dad are coming by today and doing some last minute touch up stuff. Like I still need to finish up the she shed, touch up the paint on that. I feel there's a lot of things to do, but I think a lot of it's just cleanup, a lot of cleanup. So I'm going to get to, and her udders are so dirty. Miss Strawberry, when she sits down, she does not sit in her poop. But Rosemary, she don't care. She does not care. Her udders all dirty, got poop all over. That's why you want to wash them. You want to wash them because you don't want to get that poop or anything into your milk. My goodness, girl, you're dirty. There you go. That spa treatment right now. So I give them a good scrubbing. I don't know if everyone knows. Some people use diaper wipes. Some people use buckets of water. This is what I do. I just give them a bucket of water, give them a good scrubbing. Make sure you got to feel with your hand. Make sure there's nothing on there, because you don't want anything to fall into the milk. Even though I process the milk, still, you want to keep the milk as clean as possible. So you have to shave the udders, which I know these udders are due for a shaving. And I bet you they probably really like it because it's probably nice, and I think I got all of it. I know, girl. Oh, not my fault. You're all dirty down here. Ooh, there we go. I think I got it all. Okay. Now we're going to clean it off. Like I like to dry their udders. So we're going to clean this off really fast. I do need to stain this milking stand, because I built the milking stand and then I just got to using it and did not stain it. So I definitely need to stain it. There we go. There we go. Clean it up real good. Got some debris right here. Okay. All right, there we go. So let's go ahead and milk out Rosemary. And then after Rosemary, I'm going to give you a tour of the farm, show you everything that's happening and what's growing, how the big garden's looking. I need to go run and grab some flowers from the nursery. I need to go and grab some straw from the feed store, because my goal is to clean out the stalls also and put some new straw bedding down. And then also add some straw all around the perimeter of the big garden where I planted all of the perennials and annuals and bulbs. I want to outline the whole outside with straw to kind of suppress some of the weeds and kind of keep the moisture in, in the ground. So that is my goal, is to do that. And then what else? I think I'm going to put some straw in the little garden as well, and just kind of put the straw so that way it could, the garden can retain some moisture, because the little garden dries out so fast. All right, so let me go ahead and finish milking out these girls, get the milk inside, and then go from there. All right, guys. So it is later in the day. I got into the house. I started processing the milk. And I started making cheese and things like that, because we have so much milk that we need to go through. but I just wanted to come out here. Oh, and plus I was finishing up painting the she shed because I still need to finish up the trim. I just have a little bit on the opposite side. I'll show you in a little bit. And then this one side right here. And then it's done. And then I also have to put the trim on this little cottage right here. And then what else? Still a lot of cleanup. So let me show you what has gotten done first. So over here, I don't know if I ever showed this very much, but we had a bunch of stuff over here, like the boats and things like that, just cars. We still have these cars right here, still there, but this right in there was our junk pile. So that's gone. And yeah, it's all cleared out. Super nice. Look how nice that looks. All right, so John's joining us on this tour because he's going to show you a lot of stuff that he did while I was gone. But I'm just finishing up this part. I still need to finish up that trim all the way down to the and around the corner. And then that's it. And then we're done with the she shed. And then Johnny over here is moving this wood, right? To
Yep.
where?
I'm actually just moving it a little bit over here, away from the trailer so I can burn it.
Oh. Okay, like a little burn pile. And then let me show you what has been done while I have been gone. All right, I wanted to come in here into the shady area because I've been out in the sun all day. So is John. John's been out in the sun all day. All right, so he added more gravel right over here. Let me turn you around so you can see what he's done. All right, so he added that. Here's that more gravel right there.
And so that the whole area for the light structure, we put the cable up and we're going to put 100-foot light strings from the garden up to the cable and then down to the ground. And so it'll be from ground to the top will be basically a light tent. There won't be any shade, but it'll be light because it's evening dinner. And so it'll be light.
Doesn't that look so nice? And so there's going to be tents. They have some white tents.
Yeah, white tents for the 3 white tents, four tents for the food, and the bar.
Yeah, and then right here's the DJ.
The DJ's gonna sit up in the barn.
Yeah, he's gonna set up right in here. And what else? And then let's see. We still want to plant a little bit more flowers. There's a couple little areas that I want to plant some flowers in the garden, in some little containers, because Cheyenne bought these little sconces. I guess I don't know what you call them. These little metal things that you could attach onto like the little cottage and hang little baskets on there, little flower baskets. So that's what I want to do. And then what else? Let me see. Oh, let me show you how the garden's looking. So they painted the trellis black. Doesn't that look so nice? So when you walk in, I'm going to get some flowers and I'm going to plant some flowers along the side there. And I think that's going to look so sweet. And then over here, we have our roses with the zinnias right here on the side. So I'm going to put some flowers right along there. So now we have the zinnias. We have the Prairie City firegrass. This is some celery that we have growing right over here. And then this side, oh, it's a hot mess. Look at all those weeds. But we have everything growing. So those right there are gladiolas. So we have some gladiolas. I forgot the name of that bush. I don't even know what the name of this flower is. But we have some lilies. These are some dahlias. And then look at this one, you guys. So a lot of these have blossomed while I was gone. Aren't those so pretty? Look at this one. So pretty. I still need to rake all the weeds out of the area, but look, you guys, look how pretty that is. Oh my goodness, there's some more over there. So we still need to, I pulled out all the carrots. Bryson has a little brother, and so he was here and he pulled out all the carrots for me and then cut the ends off so that way you can store them. But we have our tomatoes right here looking fantastic, our eggplants on the other side, and then these containers are looking so good. Look how pretty they're looking. We have some lavender, some basil, some cilantro. So good. So now we have these two containers right here. Now I feel they're a little bit too close together because I wanted to match that trellis. So I want to eventually put a trellis right over here, but we need to empty it out and re-level the ground because I want to not put wood underneath it. I wanted to actually, like, that's a trip hazard. And once I fill it up with dirt, these are going to be permanent. So I want to make sure the ground is level, level the beds, and then put the dirt in it and then put some flowers in it. So that's something that I really want to do also. But look at everything, you guys. Okay, let me start from one of the other garden beds. So now over here we have some tomatoes. So that's the garden bed that we just pulled out all those carrots. And here, and I'll show you how many carrots we got. We got so many carrots because it wasn't just that garden bed, but it was another garden bed as well. So this one are some tomatoes, and I forgot where are the tags. Ooh, I know I had a tag for these guys. Oh, there they are. I think these are the pink Berkeleys. Yep, pink Berkeleys. And because a lot of my tomatoes did not come through, they got a little stunted, I ended up getting these from, I believe these ones were from Costco. All right, so now on the other side, we have some peppers. So we got some peppers, and I got these from the nursery. So I got some regular bell peppers, and I have some hot peppers on the other side. Then another garden bed, got to amend. We have these are some sunchokes, also known as Jerusalem artichokes. These are really good for your gut health. So if you are having issues with your gut, you could ferment these and they're actually pretty delicious. I've fermented quite a few of them. I've given a lot away and you can eat them with soups or sandwiches and things like that. But yeah, they're delicious. You could just eat them on the side as a snack as well. All right, so over here we have our lemongrass, and our lemongrass is looking so good. Now, I should have cut it back. I know now. I know now. At first, I wasn't going to cut it back because it was looking so glorious. Well, it was only looking glorious because I cut it back the time before. So, note to self: got to cut back the lemongrass when it's time. All right, so we have the Jerusalem artichokes, and I still have so much stuff to clean up, you guys, but that's okay. Now, you guys, we came back with so many blackberries. I've eaten quite a few. So let me show you what we have. Folks, look at that one. This one looks pretty good. I mean, it's tiny, but I bet you it packs a punch. Yes, it does. Look at this one. So good. Oh, another one. That one's not quite ready, but I'm going to try it. Then we have these guys right here, almost ready. Oh my goodness. And this is a thornless. Ooh, there's one right there. Oh, it looks so good. So this is a thornless blackberry bush. I'm gonna get more of these. Now look at this one. Look at this, you guys. Look at all these perennials. They're all surviving. Look at this lily. And this lily is just gonna send up more bulbs and we're gonna get more every year. How beautiful is that? My hellebore. I gotta find out what the name of this flower is. Some more lilies, looking so good. Now over here we have some thyme and we have some petunias, we have a strawberry, and I just want this to be a beautiful cascading petunia bed. I am gonna pop in some more things in there so that way I can cover the dirt, make sure that I don't see any dirt for the wedding. And I still need to give this a little manicure right here. And look at those dahlias over there, but I'll show you what else we have going. So over here, we have that trellis, and look at it, you guys. I think we might have this year this full of something trellising over the top. So that's going to be so beautiful. I cannot wait. So only one side's doing really good. This side is not so good, but that's okay. And I still need to amend this bed. And then these Creighton myrtles, you know, they got a little dried out, but they need to come back. So that's nice. I'm hoping this one makes it come back, this little bush right here. My goal is to eventually make this into a gate where you could walk through. So I'm probably going to eventually, after the wedding, move this little wood burning stove. But look at that. Look at the beans, you guys. And I believe oh, look at that. We have some beans. You guys, look at that. Now, this was a bush bean. I thought this was a regular bean, but it's a bush bean. Oh, we can eat those tonight. That is so awesome. Look at, see this one? I could just wrap this one back up. Nope, going this way, bud. Going up. There we go. And then now let's start trellising. So now over here we have our potatoes. This is our little potato bed, doing really good. Now some of it's flowering, and I don't really want it to flower. So I do have some squash in here as well, but this is how the potatoes are doing. And let me tell you, homegrown potatoes are the best. At first, I was thinking, you can buy a bag of potatoes, it's so cheap, but nothing like homegrown potatoes. All right, so my garlic, I notice is starting to go to seed, and I don't really want it to go to seed. So I'm just going to break off these flowers here, so that way it can spend a lot of its energy back into the bulb, and we can get some really nice hearty onion bulbs. My goodness. And these pieces, you can either cook with them, or, oh, it smells so good, or you can just give them to the chickens. And since we already have dinner inside the house, I'm going to give this to the chickens. Oh, that smells so good. So now over here, I love the smell of fresh onions. Not everyone does, but oh my God, it smells so good. So right over here, we have some cucumbers looking so good. Now we did plant these from seed, and they're looking fantastic. So good. Some of them are already having flowers, but I think they're too young to have flowers. So sometimes I'll just pop the flowers off. All right, so we have some more tomatoes on this side. These are the Ace 55s right over here. These are the ones I got from Costco. Looking really, really good. Fantastic. Now let me show you the zucchini. Here are the zucchini plants. And this is all mushroom compost. I feel like I need to top this off just a little bit, kind of in that second row. And then a couple of the garden beds. Like this is our Myers lemon, looking fantastic. Here's all of the perennials, looking really good. The strawberries are looking fantastic. Look at that, you guys. We moved the fire truck right over here. The cottage has a ton of garlic inside. I'll take you in there in just a second. And I redid that little garden bed right there. And then, yeah, look at this. Here's some more cucumbers. They're already starting flowers. Look at this. How cute. Little flowers starting. Baby cucumber. Some more onions right there. Yellow onions. I can't wait to harvest those. Best onions ever. Over here we have some basil, which I feel like I harvest a ton of this basil and start making some pesto. Yeah, somebody's eating it. I feel it could be I think it's a snail or roly-poly. But when it goes to flour, I just kind of pinch off the center. It doesn't go to waste. I give it to the chickens. And then we have some cucumber right in here too. So look at that. I think that's weird. There's only one cucumber. Huh. I thought I planted more. All right, so that's what that's looking like. And all of this is all yellow onion. Look at that. Looking fantastic, you guys. Then on this side, we have some tomatoes intermixed with the basil. And that's looking really, really good right in through here. Okay, so I don't know, did I mention what kind of tomatoes these were? These were the ones that I also got from Costco. Tomato pineapple pig. Such a funny name. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 of them. And so I think this one right here is not the same variety. That one was in the ground, self-seeded itself right over here. I popped it out, popped it right here in the garden, and look at that. What a survivor. I don't know. I've had so many different variety of tomatoes over here, so I don't know what that is. But here are some more tomatoes right in here looking fantastic. These are the Black Beauties right in here. Look at that. Looking so good. They're already setting flowers, you guys. I'm just going to pinch some of these off because I don't want to have them send their energy to these flowers, these fruits, because they're so tiny right now. I want to have them send their energy to the vegging stage. All right, and then we have this last garden bed right here that we need to add some amendments. But that is how the garden is looking. Looking good, huh, babe? Oh, he's turning on his microphone.
Yes, it is looking good.
All right. So that is pretty much what is. Let me throw these over to the chickens. That is pretty much what's happening in the garden. Just fantastic, guys. All right. Now off to the bridge. Show them what we did on the bridge, or what you guys did, huh? All right. So now we're heading off to the bridge. We also seeded this area right over here on the top part. This is not going to be like the commonly used area, but we did seed it with some grass and it looks really nice. All right, so now where's this part going to go?
Right here.
Oh, we're going to put it all over here?
After I finish putting those rocks in where they go, then I'm going to put it from the rocks over here, tying to that bark that's already there. That we didn't put bark there, but we put a pile of bark there once, and so now there's still a layer of bark.
That's right.
So we're going to tie that into that, and just right here.
Oh, that'll look nice.
It's leftover from the park job.
Oh, that's right. It was in that.
We had to put it in that field, and I wasn't allowed to use the bottom 2 inches of it because they didn't want a chance of mixing any. They said I could use that lot, but only if I wasted the bottom layer.
Mhm.
Well, I didn't waste it. I brought it home.
Yeah.
I don't care if it grows weeds in it. It's out here in the country.
Yeah.
It'd be good for their wedding.
Looks so good. And then we have the pond. It's looking really good. Been filling that up. Let me show you how the bridge is looking. Let me turn you around. Okay, so now here's the bridge. Look at how the pond looks.
And the
so
bridge
good.
is all 100%. No, the only thing we bought for it were the fascia boards, the 2x6 fascia boards, and the actual corrugated steel on the top.
Yeah.
Everything else is recycled, 100%. The boards on the bottom are concrete forms from the bocce court we built. The walls are donated from the old Christmas thing from Palladio. And the roof, the frame, the metal frame underneath is from an old smog machine from a shop I used to have. And and then the rock is from a job where we had to have the entrance. Instead of putting the cracked rocks, I put the round ones. They let me put the round ones. And so the round rocks are recycled from the entrance from when we built the parks. The big round rocks, the small brown rocks are recycled also. Where were those from? We took them out of somewhere. Someone wanted them taken out of somewhere. We didn't buy them. We did buy the concrete.
Those were from one of the commercial sites. They wanted it all taken out from one of the little planter beds. I think that's what that's from.
I don't remember. I don't remember. I know that we didn't buy it. I know that it was leftover from that I dropped off.
Else, yeah.
Yeah, and then all this road gravel, the black gravel,
yeah,
which is not broken up road base. This is actual black rock. This was all given to us for free from a construction company that ordered the wrong material on accident, and it was cheaper to give it to us than it was to return it for like an hour away or something.
Yeah. So let me show you where the bride and groom are going to be standing. So the bride and groom are going to be standing right there, obviously. And the bride is going to be walking in right in through here. And this is their groomsmen, bridesmaid.
Those logs represent the bride and groom?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. And that's how it looks.
What are those other 2 logs down there? Oh, that's the beginning of the
bride and groom and the best man.
Yeah,
doesn't that look so good? So she's going to walk in through the back here and then come out through here. That's going to look so pretty. And I love that the pomegranate right there, it has those beautiful red flowers that are drooping down. It's so cute. And then we're going to park the bus right over there, and I got to clean it up. Still a lot of things. I feel like there's still a lot of things. And today is Tuesday, and the wedding is Friday. So, oh, and then over here, let me show you. Right there, we have those logs. I do need to level out those logs and actually put them in the dirt because that is dangerous to have them like that. I was
Who
just
put those
looking
like
at
that,
them. No, the guys did it. Bryson did it, but because I thought that would look kind of cute to have something like that. But
yeah,
they need to be more secure, because if they do, they're just going to roll down, and it's going to be just so dark that people might not see them. But this is how it's looking right now, you guys. Looking fantastic. The pond is looking really good. The little swing.
Ow.
Oh, look at this little bridge. Isn't that so stinking cute? So cute.
The main water turn off?
No? Oh yeah, it might be. So this is how it's looking so far. Everything's looking. Oh yeah, that big ass branch. Look at that. All cut down.
Oh, should I cut that smooth?
I was thinking about that. I just noticed it right now.
I forgot to cut it.
Pretty jaggedy. Yeah, that needs to be. And then there was one of them that was like leaning towards, and that's been cut too. There was
Right
one
there.
branch that was leaning kind of out.
Right there.
Yeah, and that looks good. So that's nice and cut. So that is what's happening back here. And then what else is happening, sweetie?
Here at the property?
Mm-hmm.
Or with related to other jobs and stuff too?
Just to the property. What
Um,
else? Getting ready
you
for
told
that
them about
wedding
the
stuff.
metal pile we got rid of?
Oh yeah, I showed them
Probably
that.
like 50, probably 40,000 pounds worth of 20 tons of scrap metal, and I'll miss it. That's
I
like the
know.
third time I've recycled a metal pile, but this was the biggest one ever because
Yeah.
it included 2 neighbors that moved, that we inherited their metal piles, and there was some good stuff in there. I pulled a lot of the really good stuff out that I was able to organize, that's not taking up too much space,
Yeah.
but just recycle the rest of it.
Yeah.
It's ugly,
But yeah.
but it's nice to have
Let
around.
me give you this view right here, guys.
The
Look
boom
at
lift.
this. Look how beautiful that is, you guys. I know. Let's just erase the lift out of the picture. Okay?
The lift and the pile of bark that needs to be spread
But
around,
okay.
and the rocks that need to be
So
distributed.
let's just say, use your imagination. All right, let's just use your imagination. Doesn't that look so pretty? Look at that. Ah. And then everything's gonna have white lights, you guys. I cannot wait to show you how beautiful this place is gonna look at night. I mean, right now it just looks so amazing. Like those boxes of flowers, I want to put right over here.
Did you water them?
Yes, sir, I did. Of course, I did. Several times actually. So yeah, the garden is looking so good. And then on this side of the fire truck, which I thought is really cool.
We need to clean the fire truck too.
I did this right before we left and put some lavender in there. Looks so good. So on this side of the fire truck, you can even sit down right here.
Yep.
You can have a little seating area. I want to fix that little slide as well, but a little seating area right there. I wonder if we can core these out. Can we core these out? And do we have a tool that we could just drill out the center, and we could put a little not a candle, but like one of those fake tea lights?
Yeah, but I ain't doing it. I ain't got time for that.
I know. But we do have the tool for that, right?
No.
You don't?
Not to go all the way through that? No.
I don't want to go all the way through. I just want to go halfway.
That's not how it works. I don't have that kind of tool. That would be a big, huge drill bit. I've got a whole, a whole set for like putting holes in doors, but that only puts a slot in this thing like that. It doesn't go all the way through. Then you have to go and take and chip all of it out, chisel it out.
So, man, the garden looks so beautiful from this side. Just love it, you guys. So that is what is happening. I noticed that some of the yard art has been moved, like this one piece over here. That piece right there, I was wondering where that was. I was looking all over for it. I was like, where is it at? This was in the other field forever. And yeah, it's right there. Looking good. I like it.
I'll put a swing under it too.
Oh, I like that.
Actually,
looks so pretty.
I'm thinking about putting that swing under it because that would fit perfectly underneath it.
Mm-hmm.
And then getting a longer one for that one so more people could sit on it.
Oh, yeah, that'd be
Or
good.
building a longer one for it.
Yeah, that'd be really good. All right, so that is pretty much what is happening around the farm. Oh, we put down the little pool house / apartment. That's down on the ground now. So now we can.
It's not hooked up.
Yeah, it's not going to be hooked up for a little while. But at least it's in its permanent place. So that's good. Look how nice this looks. We used to not have any kind of grass over here. Now we actually have grass, which is actually kind of cool. So everything's looking really good. And let me show you where the pool house / apartment's at. It's not really apartment, like the Christmas trees are looking so good. I saved these for, job sites and stuff. So here is the little pool house. We got this one for, we sold a bunch of farm equipment and then bought this bathroom / apartment. Right now it has a bunch of stuff in it for the wedding, but it has a little bed, like a little sofa that turns into a bed. Let me see. It's kind of messy in here. Yeah. So there's a little sofa with the bed, and there's a little sink right there, little dresser, and then around the corner on this side there's a full-on bathroom / shower. But that is the pool house, and because it's across from the pool, like that. But that is it. That is it. So that is what is happening on the farm. So many things. And then Friday, Emily goes in for surgery. Can you believe that? I still can't believe it, you guys. So, and she's getting her scooter tomorrow. She's super excited. She was like just telling me that she's gonna get her little scooter tomorrow.
What kind of scooter?
It's gonna be one of those little scooters that she can put her knee on and she can scoot around.
Oh.
Yeah, she said she's gonna be mad on that thing. So I believe her. You should have seen us in the
She's
hotel
gonna break
room.
her other foot.
No, in the hotel room. We were trying to figure out like how are we gonna get her around in the hotel room because she's not really good with the crutches. So thank goodness that little office chair had the little rolly wheels because we were rolling her around all over that thing. She was using it like a wheelchair inside the room. So it worked out really well.
We go eat now.
But yes. So thank you for watching. Take care, be safe, and I will see you in the next video.
Peace.
Bye-bye.